Ares, they are playing catch up though. Will they be able to not only catch up but outdo their opponents in here today? Let's see if or not that happens. MXBR Atrius, they could not overcome Vagabonds Esports in their own lobby, but maybe at the grand finals, it will be a different story altogether. This time, the flight path will be cutting in from north all the way down towards the southwest. We will see the flight path end towards Nuketown, which does have a upgrade terminal there. I'm not able to take a peek at those high-tier loot zones, so let me just double-check another data here. Heat is once again a high-tier loot zone, and Team 19, Showbiz Gaming, dropping in there once again. Bus Station, Nuclear Plant, Overgrown, as well as Nuketown will be the other high-tier loot zones in here. And we can see the teams that will be getting the advantage earlier on in this game will be team number 20 as well as Showbiz Gaming. Whether or not team 20 TNF Dynamite will be able to pull off a great performance this time around with that advantage of those high tier loots, we will see, Neptune.
So far, looking at the placement of where they drop, I'm seeing a pattern here, a little bit of pattern. Some of them only consider, I think only some of them considered high tier loot, and some of them are just taking whatever they have in mind. We need to drop here, and that's where they drop.
Timothy with a great slide takedown, AK-47 to the back. That's one down, three more to go. Celestial Emperor, the first challenge that Reach Apex main will be taking on. Wiz is right there in front of Watts. AK-47, Frostbite should be able to drop in here for the takedown. Shinra will go in for the backstab. Beautiful, as it will be Zach taking cabs down from Tesla. Ocha, absolute, no face given whatsoever, but the action is just so hard that we are jumping back and forth between four different squads in here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Apex, on the other hand, little by little, shutting down CE, but Raw will get taken down. Echo to the face. They can go in for the pickup on the dog tag. Watts trying to get something done with the FHJ, will not be able to get a accurate shot on because that snowboard is just a little too fast, a little too slippery. It is a 3-on-2 situation, but it doesn't look like Celestial Emperor want to play anymore.
I mean, with that disadvantage and knowing that takedown has already given Celestial Emperors the idea that it's Reach Apex who are in there. So it's either they go on, push on with whatever they have, or back away, because they might be in trouble if they make the wrong mistake, knowing that it's a familiar name, especially in the Philippine scene. So thus, the getaway from Celestial Emperors.
Yeah, I think Nasty should just go in here for the rush because JCH should be able to take down Dog Bull Terrier very easily. Thanks Zeus right in front together with D. But Wolf still trying to go in here for those long snipes. If he had dropped the cluster grenade, that would have been a very nice opening for the team. It will be Brax up top in the air with the flight dropping in for the chip terminal upgrade. None of the players from Dog Bull Terrier will be contesting them, and they will just pick up their upgrades and swoosh on away.
It's quite surprising that one team has already been taken out of this match. Despite from what we've seen, there's hesitation from those fights that has been happening. 3 teams already hesitated on clearing out, but I think that this is not the same with Janelle Esports, AJ.
Yabai knocks down Lemon, and it looks like Luna gets taken down as well. Team number 7, Chanela Esports, trying their best to eliminate this team, and they have just got Ishii left in here. And if Ishii loses his life, it is all over. One final player for team number 8, Hulowski Esports Adrastos, and they will all be depending on Ishii now to pick their dog tags up, as well as to bring them back into the game. But Demon in Blue has been taken down by MXBR with an explosion of that vehicle. This is going to be a very sticky situation to be involved in. Nash as well as Kevsup just waiting to see what does MXBR do. Chopper on chopper action, and the Vagabonds Esports have not only lost their chopper, they've also lost 2 players. Where are the dog tags? How will the Vagabonds come back in here strong?
And I think this is a heated battle between Vagabonds Esports and MXBR. I think they have their internal calculation because, as we can see from the leaderboard, they're the ones on the top two with tied on the point. So I think they already know that we're getting close to Vagabond Esports, or MXBR is getting close to Vagabond Esports. Thus, they want to, as soon as they see them go down, I don't think they're letting go of those dog tags. There's little chance that MXBR will be letting go of those dog tags. They will let it expire for Vagabonds Esports to have less opportunity.
I don't understand this, you know. Bella Ciao Gaming and team, sometimes when they go in and they manage to get a knock, they go in for the delete straight away so early on. You know, it's just such a waste of time. If they allow that player to continuously crawl around, the probability of one of those teammates attempting a pickup is definitely high, and they should be able to get a free kill off of them. If anything, waste a lot of time for their opposition, because, you know, that one player will be crawling around for goodness knows how long. But, you know, that's not the choice of play style Bella Ciao Gaming wants to go with, as Supremo will be flying away, 18 HP, Team 11 coming right in here, reach Apex main version 2, but they're not going to be able to get any players from Bella Ciao Gaming.
This is a battle. I think they heard us from the previous. Here comes two cargo trucks already fighting it against each other. Apex Hydra was able to take down Mamamo, who tried to go in, swoop in on one of the members who is going for the airborne. And Mamamo is just out in the open. Hydra was able to smash him with the Big Bertha in here. And here might be it, AJ.
No, man. This is a good play coming in from Bella Ciao Gaming. They stick very closely to that rock. And, you know, features within the Battle Royale map itself, such as these rocks, hilly areas, anywhere that anything that will slow down the speed of that cargo truck will be doing a lot of favors for these teams who are trying to avoid getting run over. And, you know, a lot of teams also think that the cargo truck is an amazing meta to hold, but it depends on how the final save zone looks like as well. If the final save zone is an open area, which allows you to maneuver the truck freely, it's going to be quite easy getting those kills with a cargo truck. But if you end up having that circle drop into a location like Radar Base or Black Market, that truck isn't going to get to go anywhere. It's going to get stuck, and you're going to get taken down very easily. So the teams that are planning to play that style, I'll tell them to be really careful.
Yeah, though there are previously, not on this the Plunge, but a previous one, there's a very good use of the cargo truck as well as the tank. They used to and then use them as a cover just in case they're on high ground and they just want to focus on one side. They put both of them, make them explode themselves, and then just use that as a cover so that they will not be backstabbed, AJ.
Yeah, and I think that's an excellent plan to bring in, right? But, you know, that's in probably a regular lobby where you don't really have a lot of crazy teams in there. This is the grand finals of the Filipino Plunge. And the Philippines, if anything, brings in the best of the best Call of Duty mobile talent. It's not going to be easy, man. Bringing in a truck, you know, exploding it on by yourself, no. The other teams will do you a favor. They will blow it up before you can even blow it up yourself.
Even before you get away and set it up, you might be dead in there just crawling in the side of Big Bertha and all. But yeah, I mean, the craziest.
Nice takedown by Maestro in here. 29 HP. He doesn't care because he has got the War Machine on himself. Yes, the War Machine did get nerfed, but if your opponent has got like, 30, 40 HP on, it's a simple takedown, man. I mean, the least amount of damage that the War Machine does at the moment, I believe, is somewhere around 50 or 60, which is still quite a bit to tank.
Yeah, indeed. If you have a good aim on a War Machine, if you're used to using it, then you might be able to hit one guy just once and then just follow up. The rest of the team can follow up on those ARs and whatever weapon they're using. But a War Machine can still be used. It's just only recent that we're seeing that on this competition. After that nerf that happened, it's more of Purifier gameplay early on, which is or doesn't really work from 3 instances already, AJ?
Yeah, it doesn't work if you've got a high fire rate gun or a high damage output per, a slug round like the KRM,
Yeah.
right? KRM to the face, or, you pull out a high fire rate plus a high damage gun like the Echo, which is just available anywhere on the map right now with the current season. The Purifier is very, very weak. Then again, if you do get to surprise anyone and, backstab them with the Purifier, that's an easy barbecue. And this will be a face-off with MXBR Atreus as well as Desolate PH Team Bahala. Sake in here dropping behind the rock, using it as cover. Rossi is out into the open. Sake opens up his defender, but unfortunately does not get any flashes off. That mistake will cost him. Tries to use the airborne. Jumbo takes a double for himself. She on the ground, which means Desolate PH is about to get annihilated. Philip responds by taking down Jumbo with an Echo of his own. Corolo with the duty now to eliminate the final player from Desolate PH. We just have Philip, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Will he be able to do this? Will he be able to get away? He needs to take 3 dog tags back. He needs to also take down the players from MXBR, the number 2 ranked team at the Plunge Philippines finals thus far is MXBR Atreus, and Philip wants nothing to do with them. He will have to play for the placement points for the time being. Or will he be brave enough to drop back and bring She, Ice, as well as Sake back into the game, Neptune?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit too late for Philip right now as the zone is closing in and a lot of teams might be gathering as to where they are. They heard those gunshots, they saw the kill feed, and I think some of the teams might want to go on a third party just in case they want, or just in case they make it to that point. So Philip right now has a very difficult position. Very difficult position trying to move up, and this is snowboarding up. It will slow you down. MXBR is already in there waiting for you. Will Phil be taken down, or will there be a miracle? We'll have to see, AJ.
Yeah, 13 minutes into the game, 19 teams still alive in here. This is the Vagabonds. Blue dropping in all of those basic AK-47 shots. Hydra gets a takedown. The Dog the Great gets knocked down by Kevsup and then deleted with a headshot as well. Kevsup looking for yet another. It's not going to be finding him as Tengzu right there in front of him, but he does not go in for those shots. For the time being, the Vagabonds will settle for the kills that they've already taken for themselves, albeit just one so far.
So far, I'm loving the position of where we are right now on this zone, because there's a lot of like high grounds and low grounds in here, and there's very much good position for any of the teams. JCH right now is taking another high ground. MXBR, we all know they love going on that position. So those who are passing by might be a casualty on this area. Unfortunately, it is moving up on the black market wherein there might be less space to move to. So, not quite sure how will they be able to respond with only 20 seconds remaining on the clock before it closes in. So, here we go, AJ. I think a battle's about to happen on this match.
Yeah, man. 20 seconds for the zone to close in. Only one clan has managed to get all of their team members into the zone, and that is team number 7, Chanela Esports. As for the rest of them, they are still outside. Goodness knows what they are waiting for. If it is Christmas, it is gonna take about 6 months for it to arrive. Corolo making his way up here with the AK-47 Frostbite. The damage had already been done earlier onto Desolate PH Team Bahala, but they want more. Wolf with the opportunity to take down the players from Vagabonds Esports, but unfortunately it is not as easy as that. One player will be shooting up into the sky to keep an eye on the vicinity around so that the players from the Vagabonds can be making their way into the next safe zone, because the timer has already ticked down. The zone is coming to a close. Zone number 4 is not gonna be easy. Getting caught outside is just absolute annihilation on the doorstep waited.
Yeah, indeed, the black market is really active right now, and I'm not talking about the actual black market. I'm talking the one on the map right there, and those several kills. Now, there's a lot of hiding spot on this black market. You can either go high or go low. unfortunately, with all the teams alive right now, with 18 teams, and let's say half of them ends up hiding out on the black market, AJ, that would be pandemonium. That would be chaos.
Oh, Nash, Demon on the ground. Nash is a dog tag right now. Demon's running out of HP. Caps up is low. He cannot go back in here for the save. Blue is getting caught outside of the zone and he cannot make a mistake. Caps up right there in front of him, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The Vagabonds esports team, they are hurting. They are bleeding. And Blue has got a first aid kit in front of him and he will be able to drop in for the save as well. Team number 5 right there in front of them. Go Young Shiva with a full squad. Blue is going to be in trouble. AK-47. He tries to run away, but Metro with a backstab knocks Blue down. The Vagabonds esports only have one final hole.
A little bit too early for Vagabonds esports in there to be taken down. 3 members already down and the rest of the teams are still fighting on this black market. A lot of opportunities for those at the bottom spot to move up because they have a chance to take like MXBR is still in there, so Vagabonds esports is almost out of this game if it will be completely they will be completely deleted. There's a lot happening in here and MXBR, as expected, will be taking the high ground. I don't think we will be able to take that away from them, AJ.
Not at the moment, man. MXBR, they have got 3 players in here. Jumbo, Rossi, as well as Corollo. You know, Vagabonds esports, they're not out just yet. They've got that Kevsub in the game. And, you know, we all know Kevsub. He is a extremely talented player. If she was able to survive so long against the whole team of the Vagabonds, Kevsub on his own should be able to pull off a little bit more in here. But, of course, the duty of Kevsub to survive is a little bit more complicated compared to where she was caught in, because she needed to deal with 3 players. Now Kevsub needs to deal with 45 others as he approaches zone number 5. Suggs dropping into the shots, but Belachao Gaming will not be allowing them to rest at all. 2 defenders right in front, and Suggs will be calling for a back away. They need to break down and move into the zone. They cannot get suckered into a fight. There is no more time on the clock, Neptune.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot that is happening already into the zone with the 15 players who are still in here. There is no way that you can be stuck outside of the zone. Though it is on high ground, but it's an open area in the middle. So your only chance is to be there, ready, prepared for anyone who will go from whatever direction you are waiting for. But I think the sides will be more active at this point because with only the ledge and the ridges in there as their cover, they might take those positions to be able to survive, AJ.
Yeah, man. Rossi from MSBR gets taken down, but that doesn't matter because he hasn't been deleted just yet. U1 will go in for a knock. Rossi gets deleted. Corollo's the only player left for MXBR, and this is an absolute annihilation. Look at that map on the top right-hand corner, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. You will be able to see the absolute chaos that is unfolding, and Kevsub gets taken out by a stray grenade, which means the Vagabonds esports have been eliminated in the 11th position. Limsey getting taken down. That knock is not going to be so much, but the problem is team number 5, Go Young Shiva, they have been hacked. They have got no information on this map so far, and if any of these stray teams drop into their zone, they are not going to be able to find out. They need to be having all of their eyelids peeled to be able to see exactly what's happening right in front of them. It is going to be Blue with such low HP, slipping and sliding as things will get a little bit more heated, Neptune.
Yeah, I think Chanela Esports had a good idea to go in and jump against JCH. They're the only ones on the high ground that might contest their position. And JCH right now was swept away by Chanela Esports. And yeah, with 8 teams still remaining in here, a lot of things might happen. Those who are a full squad might lose their members and in an instant with a grenade or with a zone. And I think Chanela Esports had this covered as they are on the high ground. They have everything on their vantage point. The question is, how will the rest of the team respond, AJ?
Yeah, Timothy pulls out his snowboard and he's going to be backing away from this situation because there's a full squad from team number 5 right there in front of him, which he wants to have nothing to do with. And he backs away from Go Young Shiva. Amicus in here from Go Young Shiva, managing a beautiful shot, but unfortunately it gets stolen away from himself. Snake gets killed by Blue SC, AK-47 on action right behind. 8 more players left from 4 different teams. 3 of those 8 players coming in here from team number 7, Chanela Esports, who are currently number 4 on the leaderboard. They are trying to overtake JCH, which they have already eliminated earlier on. So they look like they are also strong to move up even further, Neptune.
Yeah, I mean, it's a battle of 3-on-3 on Chanel Esports and TNF, and Blue right now is trying to go for a wall bang, trying to figure out if there's anyone in there, but I think Chanel Esports is still getting that high ground advantage. They try to rush in, no one has been taken out just yet. They're just flushing everyone out to go into that road, and there goes Easy being taken out. Ooh! We have a Blue taken out as well. Nurse might be in trouble here. It's a 1v2, and the Nurse in there will be taken out. Alpha JJ going against Amicus, and will Alpha JJ survive? There you go. Amicus dying out of the zone. TNF unexpectedly